In today's Wiser, we look at the power of relationships. Let's get wiser together. Let's start where we always do with the wisdom. Great connections create synergy. When two healthy people build together, romantically or otherwise, something extra emerges. We can be more together than when we are alone. Let's look at an illustration that encapsulates this perfectly, and it's a Venn diagram, which I think is a little playful twist on the usual. So relationships, simply, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. I've recently achieved another milestone within my entrepreneurial journey, my first official hire. My wife has joined Wisdom Made Easy, and already she's made a huge impact, making things a lot more organized, less stressful, and ultimately more fun. You might be familiar with this sentiment that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Is this something that you've ever truly experienced in the same way that I've just shared? If so, let me know. I'd love to hear your experience with this in the comments below. But let's move on to a saying that kind of complements today's principle of wisdom. If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. This is an African proverb that you've likely already seen online. Alone, you can only accomplish so much, right? But with the right person, friend, partner, teammate, whoever, you don't just add strength, you typically multiply it. Collaboration creates something neither of you could build on your own. Let's build upon this with today's explanation. We often measure relationships by what each person brings to the team, their strengths, their talents, their resources. But healthy connections is much more than a transaction. It's typically transformational. In a meaningful relationship, something new is born, either a shared vision, a deeper insight, emotional resilience, or creative energy, whatever it is. Not just you plus me, but us, a space that makes both people, better. So, here are 3 ways to build relationships that grow both individuals. The first is to create a third space. In great relationships, there's often you, me, and us. So, nurture the shared space with honesty, rituals, and quality time, but also allow it to breathe as its own thing. Number 2 is to celebrate complementary strengths. You don't have to be the same, right? But, they say that opposites attract. The best partnerships often bring out what each other lacks. Together, you fill each other's gaps. And number 3 is to invest in mutual growth. Challenge each other, support each other. Aim to be the kind of person who multiplies the other person, not just mirrors them. Okay, let's move on to today's reflection. These are 3 journal prompts for you to unpack today's principle of wisdom. The first is, who in my life multiplies my growth, not just adds to it? Number 2 is, how can I contribute to a relationship that creates more than just the sum of the 2 parts? And then number 3 is, what kind of shared third space am I building in my closest connections? If you want to unpack the habit of journaling more, let me know. You can check out journalwiser.com for all the tips and tricks that I shared with dozens of people now that have participated in this course. You can learn more with the link in the description. And speaking about the link in the description, let's move on to today's resource as well. It is yet again another book recommendation, but this one is The Power of the Other by Dr. Henry Cloud. This book explores how people in our lives impact our performance, resilience, and well-being. It's a powerful read on why the right connection doesn't just support you, it almost upgrades your whole being. If you want to learn more about this, you can consider checking out your friendly local bookstore. Alternatively, check out the link in the description for where you can buy a copy online. Thanks so much for checking out today's video version of Wiser. If you enjoyed it, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below, and consider checking out the playlist on screen for more Wiser videos. Thank you, and I'll catch you in the next one.